I'm wondering what they're trying to do here. Golden running up at some Dobermans, and the Golden is super dominant.
It's definitely an inherent risk anytime you get in the mix with animals.
Definitely.
So just be aware of that if you're going to jump in. There's the risk of bodily harm.
Right, absolutely.
This dog has attacked Buddy 5 times now, and this lunatic still refuses to use a leash.
Look at this guy.
No, go on, no.
Oh my gosh.
No.
What the heck?
This dog has...
So you got this guy hiking, right? The dude's got his dog off leash. He's got his shirt off. Anyway, his dog is getting amped up with this dog, apparently Buddy. But I will say this Buddy dog is reacting at the other dog. Like Buddy's reacting, and it triggers the other dog, and then he attacks the little Boston Terrier or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Thankfully, it's not like a bad attack.
Yeah.
But I will say, even though Buddy's reacting, at least he's got retention.
Right. He's got his leash on.
Right.
So rule of thumb here is always have your dog on a leash, especially if you're on a public area, because that's respectful to other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And if we're talking about 5 times now,
yeah,
it's going to escalate more and more and more.
So Buddy is going to start having aversive responses to other dogs, start reacting and all that.
And this guy's going to get more reinforcing his reactions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, now we got 3 dogs in a yard area. They start fighting. The lady's yelling. She's got one dog yoked, other dog yoked. One's up against. Okay, now they're going at it again.
That's a rough scenario.
Holy cow.
They're lucky they're not redirecting right now.
Yeah.
No. All right, look. I'm so sorry. Take him away from me. Get.
Poor guy doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, he's scared. So, I mean, I don't know what this is, what's going on here, why this is even happening, but you got 2 dogs in a concrete yard. You got another dog coming out into it with a lady, and these dogs start fighting. The lady starts sticking her arms into the situation. You know what I'm saying? So the lady's sticking her arms in there. Number one, that's a good way to get bit, but she's doing what she can to stop the fight, which is fine, but the dogs are wrestling away from her because she's grabbing their collars. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the little Boston Terrier type dog that's definitely scared, and he's putting himself up against the fence, and these other dogs are just wanting to dominate him, you know what I'm saying, and jump all over him. Then when the fight's over, he wants to come up and sniff him and all that, but he's terrified. You know what I'm saying?
They were checking each other out right here. You see this one run up. It's almost like play bows right there. And then
but he's got a dominant.
Right.
He's got a dominant tail.
Yeah.
So the white and black big dog, dominant tail the whole time. The dark colored dog has a more submissive tail, but I think it's just pack mentality. I think the big and white black dog comes in there being dominant and riling everybody up. The dark colored big dog wants to just join in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So rule of thumb here is if you're in the situation, keep your dogs on a leash, first of all. Have some type of off-leash control. If you're ever going to have your dog off-leash, have off-leash control. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, these are even all her dogs.
No, it looks like it's 2 people somehow.
Yeah.
Because this other lady's just walking up. Super weird. But the one lady, with the tank top on, she's definitely getting after it to try and break up the fight, which hats off to her for doing that. But prevention of the fight is going to be more critical than trying to stop it, you know? So anyway, definitely lesson learned there.
When your dog doesn't like male dogs, so you get him a female dog.
This is just a train wreck from the start. I'm wondering what they're trying to do here. They're trying to introduce these dogs,
like male dogs.
Because they bring this one dog out the door, the tan dog. Look at this tail position. It's up, it's wagging, dominant, aroused. The hackles are going up too, more arousal. I mean, never a good idea to let 2 dogs meet face to face.
That's there.
And then also,
the other one.
Yeah, they're definitely dominating each other. Then they fight to try and resolve the hierarchy conflict. But if you also analyze this, both people, the dog that's closest to the camera has a tight leash. The tan dog with the tail wagging, you can see, tight leash. So that's putting more tension into the overall scenario anyway. So even if you are going to introduce 2 dogs, first of all, the leashes need to be loose. Second of all, read your dog's body language. If you see this tan dog, I can't see the brindle dog's tail, but the tan dog, this dog is obviously dominant. Tail up, tail wagging, tail stiff, body stiff. As soon as I see that, I'm calling my dog off. You know what I'm saying? Not even going to do introductions. We've done a podcast on how to introduce your dogs properly, so check that out. Don't do this. Do what we talked about in that podcast. Oh, my God.
That's a bad scenario.
Oh, my God. How can these people not do anything?
Their kids are just
Holy shit. Oh, my God, dude.
That's like
What is going on here?
It's about to be like elimination.
They're not doing anything. I mean, it's kids.
Yeah, I wonder who's on the camera.
They're terrified.
Though.
Oh,
that's the one,
okay.
too. There you go.
Someone. Oh, my God. Looks like the little dog is surviving, but that big dog's just chasing it.
Jeez.
Good Lord.
Take your dog. Take your dog away. Take your dog back.
Whose little dog is it?
I think it's their little dog.
Joel, quédate.
The big dog's walking away. Where is the little dog?
Más bruta.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
I mean, he's got it.
Oh,
He's got
my
a hold on
gosh.
that thing.
Yeah. Must be a prey drive activation because he's grabbing it like he would a prey animal.
I mean, they're lucky he came out of it at the end at least.
I mean, it's because this dude's walking around with a shovel banging on him or whatever, you know?
I mean,
Yeah.
we know even sometimes that won't.
I
That
mean,
drive is
he-
high enough.
Yeah, he bangs him with the shovel. The little dog gets away. Then the big dog's right back on top
Right.
of it, you know? Keep your dog on a leash. Pay attention to what's going on around you, you know? And if you're standing there, I know these are kids, so, you know, I can't really say anything about that. I don't want kids getting in there. But, like, this dude took good action, grabbing a shovel, getting into the mix.
Yeah.
Now, do whatever you can. You know, that big dog, grab his back legs, pull him off balance away from the little dog. Do not stick your hand into his mouth.
Looks like he's got a Kong harness on too.
Yeah, you could grab the harness, but he's going to have this little dog in his mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's thrashing it. He's deep in prey drive.
That's a horrifying situation.
It's terrible. And this little dog could have internal damage, things like that.
Oh, the way he's thrashing, I'm sure there's something.
If you're the owner of the little dog, keep the little dog on leash, and if this big dog's running at you, do what you got to do to get that big dog away from you.
Yeah.
You know, don't let it even approach your dog. I mean, read body language. Don't think that every dog's friendly because this dog's obviously coming up, and he's going into prey drive, and he's just thrashing the crap out of this dog.
Yeah. I mean, there's with all these situations happen so much. There's so many things that you can carry with you now. You know, the subsonic devices or whatever.
Yeah.
To try to mitigate this from happening because you always have to account for these factors.
Oh, my
You know,
God.
not everybody has control over their dog. Clearly.
That's horrible. All right, two dogs fighting. Oh, shoot. What is that on the... Is that another... Is that a cat?
Whatever it is, I don't want no part of that.
Right. He's frozen. Dude's doing a good job. So they're either... Yeah, it looks like there might... I don't know. There's some kind of... It looks like a cat right here. So there's like a cat in the bottom right-hand side of the screen up against this door or this wall. Looks like this other dog, this black and white dog, was trying to attack it. And so this dude gets in the mix. He's causing a... he's blocking it with like his body, which is good. You know, he's creating that boundary, creating that barrier, maintaining it. It looks like this dog might have a harness on, so you could grab that too, drag it away. I mean, this dude's body on the dog.
Yeah.
It has a collar on, maybe, not a harness.
I mean, he's got no qualms about grabbing them.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, this dude did a good job.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this is a cat, probably like an outdoor cat hanging out. This dog's going for it. I wonder, this is probably not his dog.
No.
You know, it's probably just, and he just intervened. So, I mean, if you see this happening, what this guy is doing is a good idea. If this dog starts attacking you, you got to be ready for that. You know, so you might have to grab the back legs, pull the dog off balance, grab the collar, do whatever you got to do, right?
Yeah.
This dude saved this cat's life probably.
It's definitely an inherent risk anytime you get in the mix with animals.
Definitely.
So to just be aware of that if you're going to jump in,
Right.
there's the risk of bodily harm.
Right, absolutely. All right, we got Golden running up at some Dobermans, and the Golden is super dominant. And you can see a couple things happening with this Golden. First of all, it runs up, the tail position up and wagging.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty stiff, his head's straight up. Now, don't think a Golden Retriever is not going to be dominant. You know what I'm saying? Any dog can be dominant. Any dog can have aggressive behaviors. So you got these Dobermans, they're all on leash. The Golden Retriever's off leash, and a couple of the Dobermans are wanting to get into the mix with the Golden, but the owner's like keeping them away with the leash. So if you're the owner of this Golden, keep it on a leash. Or what could have happened here, you never know. The Golden's on a flat collar, slips the flat collar. So don't use a flat collar for your leash anyway. Have good off leash control, but know your dog's body language. You know what I'm saying? There's not much this person with the 3 Dobermans could have done, because it doesn't look like they have a lot of training. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have put him at a downstay, walked, and intercepted the Golden Retriever as it's coming if you had him trained. But I mean, just observe body language, keep your dog on a leash. You know what I'm saying? And do what you can in the situation. I wonder how this ended.
I don't know, but this Golden's like anybody can get it.
Yeah, the Doberman that starts on the left side of the screen, he's like definitely wanting to get after the Golden too. You know, the one that got flopped over, more submissive, obviously.
I wonder if they were able to keep the other 2 away, because it looks like
they probably wrapped the leashes up, got the leashes shorter or something. You know, but this Golden dude, this thing is super dominant, wanting to freaking crush somebody. All right, now we got multiple dogs attacking an on-leash dog. So you got multiple off-leash dogs attacking an on-leash dog. The lady's kicking him. She's doing what she can. The dog that's on leash is like tail tucked. He's freaking out. And it looks like someone else comes up and kind of intervenes.
common theme in these videos
Dude,
here.
keep your dogs on a freaking leash.
Yeah.
Be a responsible dog owner. You know what I'm saying? The lady that's holding the dog on the leash doing a good job trying to keep the other ones away. She's doing what she's got to do. You know what I'm saying? Always be aware of your environment. Always do what you got to do to make sure that your dog's as safe and as good to go as possible. All right, we got dog on the bowl of food, growling. The dude's trying to pet the dog.
You all right, Snipe?
I hate these videos.
Yeah, too.
I don't know why people, they're making it worse.
Like, just don't
Yeah,
do this.
Right. So you got the dog eating its food. The dude's petting it. The dog's growling and barking at him. You're just going to make this worse.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's not even a fact of like, oh, I know what my dog's going to do. My dog's never going to react like this. Da, da, da,
Right.
da. Think about you, right? If you're sitting there eating, somebody starts messing with you or messing with your food,
Right.
how would you feel?
Right.
It's a respect thing. Like,
Exactly.
you can control the resource. You can communicate to your dog that this is yours to give to him.
Mm-hmm.
But then once he's eating it, just leave him alone.
Exactly.
Like, how hard is that to just maintain a boundary? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's going to reinforce over time. And yeah, I know my dog, and I've done this for years, and nothing's happened. Okay, but one day it likely will.
Right.
You know.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the best thing to do to prevent your dog from having food issues is hand feeding,
Yep.
you know, when they're young or when you first get them. But this ordeal of people constantly messing with their dogs when they're eating, you're creating more problems. You're creating aggression, food
Sticking
aggression,
their
and
hand in
resource
the
guarding,
food.
you know.
Yeah.
How to correct dominant dog behavior. This dude's got a bunch of dogs around. He releases one. He takes the leash off of it as the dog is going around barking or whatever. He just grabs the dog, pushes its butt down, grabs its head looking straight up.
Grab its mouth too.
I mean, this dog, really, the dog that he grabbed, it's walking around barking because there's a bunch of dogs around. He's not trying to grab anybody. You know what I'm saying? His tail is going up a little bit dominant, but like what you could do here is make the problem worse, or you could make this dog start reacting at humans.
I mean, what a situation just to release a dog in that you think has issues anyway.
Right.
Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Definitely not a good idea.
You're not setting yourself up for success, not setting the dog up for success.
Right. I mean, you're literally going to make this dog have issues with people because this every time the dog is like, if this escalates, every time a person approaches the dog's just going to start reacting at the people instead of allowing the person to grab it.
Not
You know
only
what
that,
I'm
this like hands-on, like dominant approach. It's just
Not good to go.
yeah, it's just so outdated.
Not good. All right, you got a
Oh my
husky. You got two dogs. They got like a golden and like a brindle dog getting into a fight. Two dogs on the outskirts, a couple other dogs on the outskirts. The two dogs fighting are still going at it. The husky grabbing the golden's leash. I don't even know where the brindle dog is. He's right there.
Oh, yeah, he's under him.
Is he biting?
I think.
Oh no,
he's on
they're
top of
yeah,
him.
they're both just sniffing each other. I mean, again, this comes down to what we've talked about: proper introduction of dogs. So it looks like this person knows all the dogs. They're just letting them do this. You know what I'm saying? It's like proper introduction of your dogs, no matter how many dogs you have, is going to be critical, right? So do proper introductions instead of letting dogs just fight
look at
and
that.
damage each other. It looks like nobody was damaged in this situation, but it could have been worse, you know?
I mean,
Could have been bad damage.
what happened after?
Right.
Oh, no.
Oh, shoot, you got a dog up here on the
That's not
elevator. You got this guy texting. What the heck?
This is where situational awareness is going to come.
How
up
is the
and-
leash stuck in there? Oh, shoot.
It's probably just like one floor up or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
You know?
Dog, dude recognized the dog's up there. Now he's trying to help.
Oh, my gosh. I did see one where the dog was like moving up while I was going. Oh.
Good Lord. Good job, dude.
It took you a little while, but
Good
job.
night. I mean, situational awareness, you know?
Yeah.
Dude's texting.
The phones will
What
get
the
you.
heck,
They'll
man?
Get you every time.
How's
Look
that
at
dog
this.
just sitting there? Good Lord.